Go. Hi, it's Bernie Slavin. Thanks for joining me on YouTube and Facebook Live, and thanks as always to the sponsors: GRS Installation, Cornerstone, Heroes and Legends, Smith and Friends Estate Agents, Cleveland Systems Engineering, Galaxy Blinds, Dovecot, TGM Cars, and Ultra Build. So GRS Installation, Cornerstone, Advanced Utility Solutions, Hero and Legends, Smith and Friends Estate Agents, Cleveland Systems Engineering, Galaxy Blinds, Dovecot, TGM Cars, and Ultra Build. What a performance. I thought we were terrific tonight from start to finish. We excellent all round. I mean, we passed the ball, we zipped it around quickly, accurately. As a unit, we were solid defensively. Going forward, we went forward as a group, creating numerous chances. I mean, the first half, McGree had a chance, Azaz had a chance, Latif had a chance, and then second half we really picked up even greater. We thoroughly deserved the victory. It's not even nothing to debate. I mean, both teams adopted the same formation. Both teams attacked with intent. We as Middlesbrough fans knew that they would come at us. They wouldn't sit back and try and clog and frustrated. They were going to have a go at us. And they did that, but we had a better go back. And as I say, we created numerous chances, but what a goal for Hackney. I've been critical of Hackney this season. I think a boy of Hackney's ability and his age and his fitness levels, he should be scoring 8 to 10 a season. He's now got 2. He's got about 38, 39 league games to go, some cup games in the FA Cup. Why shouldn't he get 8 to 10? What a goal. I mean, it was a great move. It went from Doak to inside to McGree. McGree's played it just outside the edge of the box, inside right. And it's so good a ball from McGree, he's put it in a plate, what I call a plate, and he knows what he's doing. He's hit it with accuracy and power with inside his foot into the bottom right-hand corner. Kit was at full stretch, nestled in the corner. Loved his celebration. I was on the fence with him. I felt like jumping on my sofa. There was obviously, it wasn't quite a fence, but it was like he just jumped on it, didn't he? It was a Hordens. Jumped on it, balanced. Takes a lot of doing that balancing in a rainy night like tonight. But what a goal. Well done, Hackney. I've been critical of Hackney. Hackney will know himself he's not been playing well. But the last 2 games, he's came to the fore. He's rolled up his sleeve. And looked at the last 2 games, he's finishing. I think he's been staying behind and doing a bit of practice, which he should be doing. All the players should be doing it. But well done, Middlesbrough. From start to finish, ultra-professional performance, passed the ball well, created several chances. Don't forget they hadn't conceded a goal at home this season. And we could have got 2 or 3 or 4 tonight. So, brilliant. Great result. Thoroughly deserved it. I mean, at the end, they'd one cross late on. I mean, he had a couple of chances, but late on in the game, the ball came in for the left-hand side, and a lad nicked in front of Dieng and got his boot to it, and thankfully, if that would have went in, that would have been... They should have been arrested, because we were by far the better team, thoroughly deserved all 3 points, not even a point. But I can hear some people saying, typical Borough. We play against the so-called lesser teams, we huff and puff. We play against the top of the league teams. Well, they were top up until tonight. I think Sunderland went above them. Great result tonight. Doak is fantastic. I'd have him over Jones the rest of the season. Anton Desage. I think Jones has got his work cut out. He'll know that. The fans know it, and Jones himself will know it, that he has to really step it up. He did get on late on, Jones, he took Doak off, but I think that was more a precautionary for Saturday to wrap him up, because he was explosive in the night again, direct. Tom Curry going on right higher. Tom, great 3 points, up the Borough. Celtic playing the kids. Whoa, Celtic playing the kids. When I last looked at my boyhood heroes, Celtic were getting beat 6-1. Playing Bayern. Is that embarrassing? I think any team getting beat 6, I don't know how it ended, maybe 7 or 8 by now. But what I would say is Bayern's second best team in Europe. Don't forget, Champions League final last season at Wembley. And they were the better team against Real, yet Real walked away with the cup. They won 2-0. So, no disgrace. Celtic Rangers, no chance in Europe. Simply not good enough. Not get the money, not get the investment, not get the players. And that's what you get. You get into the top league, i.e. the Champions League, you get a spanking. Hackney finished well. If he could get his final pass spot on, he'd be world class. Well, Steve, he's obviously back in the groove now. His confidence must be sky high. And I would encourage him to keep being selfish, keep being confident, have a wee bit of arrogance and more belief. And instead of passing it, you've scored 2 wonder goals. 2 great goals, what I call great goals. The one on Saturday was a wonder goal. Danced by a couple of players, curled at top left-hand corner. Tonight was a wonder goal. Great ball from McGree. As I say, the pace of the ball, it was on a plate. It was that good a ball, he didn't have to adjust, he didn't have to take a touch. He just slotted it in, right-footed, in at the bottom corner. Great finish. Great one, Amy Buttery. Amy, it was a great one. Excellent performance, Steve Daly. Hey, come on, the lads deserve the plaudits. Of course they do. Very good tonight. Excellent. Didn't see a weak line. I didn't see anything that we could be critical about. With chances, we missed some, fluffed some, but hey, we still were getting chances and we won the game and we scored a great goal. Keep the team for Saturday. Well, why not? Why not? Has Jones lost his place to Doak for the foreseeable future, Bernie? Andy Keegan. Well, I only give what I see and what I believe. I don't think Jones will get back in as long as Doak. If Doak continues to perform the way he's done the last 2 games, I don't see any reason why he won't. Then Jones will be he'll be on that bench for the season. Fans were amazing. Do you know what, Amy? I heard the fans through my TV set. Unbelievable. I mean, I think it was a full stadium apart from the gap between the away fans and the home fans. But I heard Borough fans all night. Brilliant. And don't forget, it's a crap night. Raining, wet, horrible. But the team, no doubt, would have gave everybody a boost. Great win. Still need more from Azaz, goals, assists. Well, it says that as well, Martin. The 3 players I picked out before Saturday was Hackney, Azaz and Jones. Jones has been out. Azaz has not scored a goal yet. Had a couple of shots tonight, couple blocked. Has to score or he'll be out the team as well. And Hackney, for me, wasn't doing it. But in 2 games, he scored 2 magnificent goals. Improved his worth. Improved how good he can be. And that's the levels he has to be unless he would be dislodged for his position. They were the 3 for me that was under threat. Jones was already gone. Azaz will be next, for sure. You cannot keep playing class as a striking, going forward player and not score goals or create. Needs to do more. I think the lads will know that. Don't get me wrong, it's not for the want of trying. The lad's trying his backside off. Maybe he's trying too hard. Sometimes you can overdo it, and when you're shooting, you're too tense. Because part of scoring goals is being cool, relaxed, putting the coolant on, and picking your spot. Good game, defence spot on, good work rate in midfield. Only negative, not taking over our chances early on. But the Borough, great win. Jason Cooling. Well, Jason, we did create chances, but we're against a team tonight, don't forget, that had not conceded a goal at home in the league. Did we play well just because West Brom did not play? The low block, 11 men behind the ball for 95 minutes. Seems to be our Achilles heel up the Borough. That's the old Badger in Asia, it says. Badger in Asia. That's a fair point. They're coming out, and that suits us. When we play teams that's not up the top and struggling, fighting for their lives, even this early in the season and in a campaign, teams that go and block up and clog it up, we've had problems with that. But do you know what? With McGree back and Dope on the right and McGree on the left, I think we can open defences up now and get behind them. Dope certainly can. With his pace and his trickery and his step over and his dropping the shoulder, he'll cause problems and get defenders turned. So I think those that play negative and try to clog it up and frustrate us, I think we can overcome that with those 2 guys. Hi Bernie, I was never in any doubt. We have to put those attempts away. Stevie Horn. As I say, if we drew tonight or lost, then we would have been going over the chances missed, but we've won the game, so you get away with the chances missed. Matty, Ingo, is it? 7-1 it finished, so Matty is, I don't know if he's gloating or telling me, more into midfield McGree with a proper out and left pacey winger. Oh, so did he say McGree out? Dear me. Don't get me wrong, I think McGree could play the number 10 role. I says that last season, and I don't see any reason why he couldn't. He's a forward-thinking player. I do think he's sometimes wasted out on the left. I don't think that is his position. Number 10, I'd like to see him being given a go at that. But anyway, the 7-1, nothing to do with us in the English leagues. Celtic, my boyhood heroes. Going to sneeze. Excuse me, I was at the dogs like absolutely drenched. Excuse me. Celtic were beaten 7-1 by Bayern, but Bayern, second best team in Europe. Is that a disgrace? Not really. How many did Man City beat? That team that Celtic beat last week? 5. How many did Man City score? 10? 15? I don't know. I was concentrating on the borough. That's the only team that mattered tonight. Very balanced side, that, Bernie. They won't get the plaudits tonight, but how solid were Edmondson and Van den Berg. Phil Otten. Yeah, both of them sailed through the game. Weren't really troubled. Organised. Yeah, I think as a unit defensively, very good. And going forward, we were very good. With a proper left winger on the left, McGree, number 10 role. Oh, so yeah, so that's Chris saying that, yeah. Why can't the Borough backroom staff see we need a striking shooting coach, 20 plus shots per game, and after 8 games, only 4 goals from open play? It's obvious, surely. But, well, yeah. As I say, they always say you don't need a goal scoring coach because goal scoring's an art and you can't teach it. What a load of old tripe that is. So goalkeepers have goalkeeping coaches, but forwards don't. Steve Rounder say, I don't know what Steve Round is. He left us and went to the Arsenal, and I don't see him on the bench these days. I don't know if he's left the Arsenal or whatever he's doing. Maybe he's taking a back seat. But Steve Round was a goal scoring coach at Middlesbrough under Steve McClan. McClan was a midfield coach with Harrison, who was a defensive coach, and Steve Round, who was a defender as a player who had never scored a goal in his life. He had all his badges, more badges than John Wayne, but never scored a goal. And he so happened to be the goal scoring coach under Matt Viduka, Jamie Floyd, Hasselbank, Yakubu, 3 of the best around. Bonkers. Sure, it'd be better with somebody with the badges and somebody that scored goals and hit barn spells and been in 1-on-1s and knows the feeling and how you get back in form when you're fluffing chances. Surely you can tell the experience. It's not out of a book. It's actually happened. Andy up here said, evening Bernie, evening Andy. Ryan McGree is so important to the way we play. He makes others look so good. Do you think it's all finally clicked? No, I don't think it's all finally clicked. I say 12 to 14 games. I say the next 6 games will tell us as to where we're going. Well, tonight's a great result. And then we've got Watford. And then we've got the international break. And then we've got Bristol City, Sheffield United, Norwich and Coventry. Now, if we can win the majority of them, hey, we've clicked. Do you know what I mean? Saturday stopped with garbage. Tonight, they were top of the league, beat once, not conceded a goal, and we made them look very ordinary. And we were the better team by far tonight. So, we're on the right road. Tonight, that's a wee statement of intent. Matty Ingo says, cracking performance from the lads. They can perform, but we are finding it hard finishing it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But this chopping and changing, and some of it's forced. Obviously, Conley's out injured. Him and Latty Laff are trying to strike up a partnership. Latty Laff had a couple of good efforts tonight. Won the header first half, second half of the header. He'll be disappointed he didn't get on the score sheet. I mean, he's got 1. He's a top boy for last season. He's got 1 this season. He'll be disappointed. People saying his head's been turned, but the wingers are changing every week. The front men, his partners changing every week. The 2 in the midfield, they've been chopped and changed. So we need a settled team, and then Latty Laff I'll start putting them in. Where are we? Martin Sturman says, great all-round performance tonight, but when are our strikers going to chip in with a few goals? Latty Laff is offside more than you were, Bernie. Well, Martin, I hope he gets 100 odd goals in his career at Middlesbrough. The thing is, Latty Laff shouldn't get caught offside as much as I did, because he's a lot quicker than I was. He doesn't have to stay in the edge. I knew what I was doing. I used to live in the edge. But Latty Laff's got pace and sharp. He shouldn't get caught. He could stand 2 yards behind the big central defenders. Some of them are donkeys, and get by them with the ball over the top. Borough played tonight a lot like how Arsenal, dear me, and the rest of the 90s. One touch passing was pretty clean, with a clear idea of how to get in the Albion box. Who was that? Melly. By the way, is it Melly? Yeah. Yeah, that's as I say. We zipped the ball around. No fanning about the back. No taking chances or risks. We pass through the midfield, up front, get it wide, get in the box, create chances. And that's what we want to see. We need to change the dynamics. And tonight we showed the other side we showed the better side of the coin as to how we play. Some of the games this season, slow, laboured, laborious, boring to a degree. Tonight, excellent. I'd use the word excellent. Michael Goody, great goal, Bernie. Was like many of the goals you scored, like you pass in the net. Thank you, Michael. Hope you're well, Goody. Yeah, but I wouldn't have scored my right foot. No, I know what you're saying. It was a controlled finish, guided accuracy, power and accuracy. Sometimes a player hits it with his laces and blazes it, flies top corner. If he did it another 99 times, it'd probably fly over the bar. But when you do it and finish in the style that Hackney did, then it's deliberate. He knows exactly where that ball's going. And it was a great goal. As I say, I'm delighted for Hackney because I think he's a great kid. I've heard and I know that he's very down to earth. And he'd have been disappointed with performances this season. But you go one or two ways. You either get out the team and then you have to fight to get back in, or you start turning it on so you definitely can't get dropped. And there's no way Hackney's going to get dropped now, is he? I think he was under pressure to pick up, roll his socks up, but he's done it. McGree changes the team. Great defending from the lads. Morris is very good too. He is. Latty Laugh was unlucky. This is for Michael Webster. Big Webber. Hi, Webber. Not to get one, but great momentum going into the weekend up the Borough. It is great momentum, Webber. Especially when we play Watford away and then international break. 2-minute international break for me. Need another striker. Out and out. Left tricky winger. And that push on for the top six. Onwards and upwards. A forward coach. We need a forward coach. Ben Doak was class tonight, David. David Wynn says Doak was class. Doak's a handful. Amy says, great to see Foz on the bench. I don't know how well he played on the bench. Yeah, but hey, Foz, like a lot of the players, disappeared off the face of the earth last season. Don't know what his injury was. Don't know where he received it. And I thought he'd fallen down that hole in Lintop Road, along with a host of other players. Good to see him on the bench. Good to see him back in there. Of course it is. It's another player. Mohammed, hi Mohammed. Hey Bernie, Joseph Slavin. Are you happy with that brilliant win? Hackney and fire. It's brilliant to win. Ben Doak was outstanding. I don't think anybody will disagree with your comments tonight, Mohammed. Steve Daly said if Carrick changes the lineup, he wants shooting. Solid looking win. I agree. I don't think anybody will be... Well, no, barring injury, but nobody gets stretchered off tonight. And can I just say, prayers for the official, the linesman. Not long into the game, the linesman looks like he's struggling. He's obviously told the referee. The game gets stopped for those that didn't see it. And they put him down and he got assistance and ended up getting taken away to the hospital. So let's hope the lad's recovered and yeah, just say a prayer for him. And obviously West Brom had their difficulties. It was at the weekend, one of the fans passed away. Yeah. Catherine Ann Brooks says, brilliant away when fans were brilliant, could hear them all singing. I did, Catherine. I've only got small ears, but I heard them. I heard all the songs, all the banter, and it was only Borough fans I heard, despite the majority being West Brom. Azaz was draw tonight. I think he means top draw. Look, Azaz played well, but what I'm saying is, if you ask me as a former striker, would I rather play well or score goals? I want to score goals. That's what I'm paid to do. I would take one goal, one winner, over playing 90 minutes of great football and everybody saying what a game he had, but he never scored. I'd rather score. And if Azaz doesn't think like that, then he's not a goal scorer. You need to have that one-track mind. Yeah, there's more than scoring goals. But the be all and end all, if your class is an attacking striker, you need to score goals. And Azaz has not got a goal yet. And he did play well, and he worked his socks off. But again, check, shot, blocked. We need to do more than that. Hit the net. As I say, I'll give Azaz another couple of games if he doesn't score about the team. Never looked in danger, Bernie. Just on the way back to, what's that? Otoxeter. Brilliant performance. And all this is from Colin Smith. And almost on the magical 2 points per game. Colin, yeah, I'm delighted guys like yourself made the journey, or a lot of people made the journey on a crap day weather-wise, and got what you deserve. Great performance and result. What a player Doka has been. They've not seen the light since Justed. Dear God. Well, first of all, Kev, I know you're possessed with this Justed, but Justed was centre forward. Well, he claimed to be a centre forward, and Doak is a winger. And one's a Scottish international. Wendy Durant says the crowd at West Brom was amazing. Fabulous support from the Borough fans, Bernie. Up the Borough. You're right, Wendy, and the fans are the biggest part of the game. We've seen through the COVID how much the difference. Without the fans, there's no game. I think the difference is McGree back and Dope on the right is much better, and these link up well with Azaz. But it says that. But we all knew that the left was a problem and the right wasn't functioning right. And anybody with an ounce of common sense, football and knowledge knew that Doak getting a chance would probably pull up trees, which he has, and McGree back to fitness. And that's what's happened. It's no rocket science. I just think that's common sense that there was better players not in the team. Neil Waters says the balance McGree on the left and Doak gives on the right stretches teams. No coincidence Hackney scores in both games. Hackney must be on a high. He must be on that bus. Well, when he gets on the bus, he'll be reflecting and thinking, dear me, he would have heard the stick from the stands, or talking, or people hearsay, passing on what he's saying, I'm saying, everybody. But hey, he's responded magnificent. Delighted for the kid. He looks a great kid. I've only spoken to him one occasion, but he looks a grounded kid, a good kid, an honest kid. Don't forget he's from Redcar, so I wouldn't expect anything else. But it's not just 2 goals, it's the manner in which he finished them. We're talking great goals. You know, no goals like tap-ins like I used to get. We're talking great goals. 2 great goals in 2 games. But I expect him, and he better keep it going, 8 to 10 this season. He's good enough. He's got it. Just keep doing what you're doing now. Good evening, Bernie from Mark Smith. Hiya, Mark. Great away performance, 3 points, clean sheet, lots of positive. Jones looked hungry to impress when he came on, defended well, which he hasn't always done. It's amazing what a bit of competition does. McGree has been a big plus. He has been involved in the last 3 goals up the Borough. You're right, Mark. We agree with everything there. McGree, for me, is the best player we've got in the squad. And we have missed him. Last season, I think he's played about 24 games. Came off the bench in about 12 of them. Started against Swansea, went missing. Then he played Saturday, and then he's played tonight again. And my form as a team has turned round. Cannot believe we still have not bought a true left winger after 2.5 seasons with Carrick. That's a fair point as well. Why have we not bought an actual left winger? You look at left wingers in the past. I played with the likes of Alan Comfort, and then way after that there was Carriol, there was Adam Reach, there was Adoma. We've had a lot of, and can I get rid of the 3 of them? But we've had some very good left wingers and right wingers, with right wingers galore. Stuart Ripley, John Henry. We put Strani out there, he was a centre forward, he kept playing on the right. I didn't get that one, like. Stewie Downing on the left, of course. Ashley Wayman says, excellent performance, could and should have been more, looking more like it now with McGree and Doak on the side. Everybody's seeing the same picture now. Get your width. But as one of the messages earlier said, up the Borough Wolfie, Tony, Tony, I got your text about Celtic. I wasn't having a bite. Tony texted me, suit ourselves, some rubbish like that. Obviously, I did because he got gubbed 7-1, humiliated. Yeah, excellent performance, should have been more. I think everybody knew the wide positions are a problem, were a problem. No creating enough, hitting the first man continuously, getting into a position, turning back and getting it back to the fullbacks. That's boring. We're more exciting now. Don't get me wrong, McGree's not the type, he's not like Doak, where he's going to go up to the fullback, drop the shoulder, get back. He's not that. He cuts in and interchanges. I get all that. But I would like an out-and-out left winger. Out-and-out, like Doak, pace, trickery, get by the defence, get them turned, and put McGree number 10. Never seen McGree number 10, have we? Has he played McGree number 10? I'd love to see him giving a go. I think McGree can play in any position. I never doubted in a away win. Leslie. Edmondson settling well. Bernie, Timmy Leach. He is indeed. He looks as if he's been here for quite some time. Andy K. Tanner says, is the lineman okay? As far as I know, the linesman was taken to the hospital and I think he was chatting and that, so I think the answer is yes, and let's pray that he is. Remember Alan Moore? He was class on the wing back in the day, left footer. Chris, yeah. Alan Moore, Mersey, good kid, Mersey, Irish, from Dublin. I remember Lenny Lawrence, my old mate, and he is my mate now. I do talk to Lenny and I've got utmost respect. We are loggerheads for the younger viewers. But I remember Lenny said he was going to be the next Ryan Giggs. I don't think that quite materialised, but Alan Moore was a really special talent. I'd like to know what age Alan finished at. I don't know if he fulfilled the qualities he had. Billy Jocelyn, any idea in the Celtic score tonight? Leslie, you sarcastic human being. It was 7-1 to Bayern Munich, who's the second best team in European football. Don't forget they beat at Wembley 2024 by Real Madrid, and they outclassed Real Madrid footballing wise, but lost 2-0. Anyway, did Man City score as many as Celtic against that team tonight? Tell me the answer, Leslie. I don't know the score, the final score. Linesman in hospital and talking, yeah. So Amy's saying, confirming that the guy was talking, which is good news, the linesman. We need to kick on now. Richard, man. Richard, without a doubt, we was winning tonight. I expected to go to Watford, tails up, really on a high. Not complacent, but sort of confident now. And if I was Hackney, I'd be going, hey, I'm going to go for 3 in the trot here. I'm going to show everybody what I'm about. I've getting a bit of stick recently. Hey, I'm up for it now. I'm up for the battle. Steve Round is at Derby County, Bernie. Oh, so he's went to Derby County. He was at Arsenal. Was at Middlesbrough and McLaren. No doubt he's a very good coach. I don't think he's blessed with personality. Spoke to him a couple of times. I thought he was a nice guy, but not a big personality. I think, well, managers need personality. Ten Hag, dear me, I don't even want to go in there. He's a Man United man. Hi Bernie, how are you? I'm brilliant. Is that? I mean, this is smaller than that other one. Sorry. Anyway, I'll just say hi Bernie, how are you? I'm good, mate. Things feel a lot better, don't they? Is it coincidence McGree's back? No, I don't think it is coincidence. I think him and Doak have given us the boost we need and the jolt we needed to believe that we've got good players and a good side. Where are we here? Doak, lovely, no nonsense or fear for a young player. Great team performance. Roger Scales. You're right, Roger. And what I will say, some people says it on Saturday on the Facebook and YouTube Live. When Jones came into the team, Jones was the exact same. Fresh as a daisy, direct, fearless, creative, scored a few, made a few, always went that way. And then I don't know, because you've been here a few years, I don't know if it's been coached out of him, which is a possibility. Sometimes coaches encourage you, look, if it's not happening, come back and start again. Meaning turn and play it to Ayling or whoever's fullback, and then play it across the field. Doak, lovely, no nonsense. Yeah, so that's that, sorry. Gavin Collier says, Doak is definitely going to keep Jones out of the team. Man of the match for me up the borough, Gavin Collier. Gavin, I think we all see the same game. Doak's a handful. He's small, he's quick, he's skillful, he's fearless, he's laced with a wee bit of arrogance. And that's nice. I mean, I don't mean arrogance when you're talking, I mean arrogance on the ball. It's a kind of confidence. An arrogance is a type of confidence. He's not frightened of. He's going to go up to the guy and step over and try to get him off balance to get the ball in the box or get a shot off. Any coincidence this turnaround since McGree has come in? 2 starts, 2 wins. I think there's a lot of reasons. McGree's back, Doak's in. There's just a bit of belief. Big Edmondson settled right in as people are giving them the plaudits. Van der Berg's back in there tonight. That was only changed tonight. Yeah, the team tonight, they've written down, I forgot to mention it. So if you just walked in the door, Middlesbrough won 1-0 against West Brom, who had not conceded a goal. We could have scored 3, 4 or 5 tonight, and that's not over-egging it. Dieng, Borges, Edmondson, Van der Berg and Ayling, Doak, Hackney, Morris, McGree, Azaz and Latilaf was the starting team, or the starting lineup. And on the bench was Beleza, Bazog, Jones, Hamilton, Bryn, McCormack, Hunt, Dixdale and Foz. So Foz was back to the bench. So there's another boost. Steve Daly says, I prefer McGree as number 10 behind the striker all day long. Need another Doak on the left wing. Yeah. Hey, look, a lot of fans are saying that, and I've thought that for quite some time. McGree gives a balance and a width, and he can keep his discipline if needed, but I still think he would be better in that number 10 role. Because he's a really forward-thinking guy. He scored some wonder goals. Remember his goal was at last year at Norwich? That was like a World Cup Willie goal. Jones can switch flanks, though Bernie, he has played left wing before. The move McGree inside number 10, that would be a lethal midfield. Morris, Hackney, McGree and Doak. Yeah, Jones could switch to the left, but why don't you want a natural left winger there? I get that in the modern game, a lot of players who are right-footed playing the left, so they cut on to the favoured foot and curl it top corner. Richard Mann, 100% Doak or Jones all day long. 100% Doak over Jones. I don't rate Jones at all. Too lazy, Richard Mann. I'm not going to overly have a go at Jones. I don't think he's played well this season. But then again, a lot of players were having them puffing. I says Hackney, Azaz and Jones were the 3 for me that had to pull up the socks. Hackney's done it the last 2 games. And if he didn't, I think he would have been under pressure. But he's proved that, hey, he's up for the battle. Nobody's getting his place. Azaz says has to score a crate. He's playing well. But playing well when you're a forward-thinking, supposedly striker, a number 10 role, you need to produce. There needs to be a product. If I've played 8 games now and I've not scored a goal, I'll be looking at them and going, 8 games, I've not scored a goal. Garbage. I'd be saying that myself. I'm not even looking at my performances, he's never been good. I'm not interested in that. I'm paid, and people look at me as a forward-thinking striker. I need to score goals. That's your job. Hackney has just told BBC he's been staying behind with Ledbetter, practising finishing. Brilliant. I says that, didn't I, on here? I says that I think Hackney's been staying behind. I've been saying on these. Hackney and the lads up front, bag of balls, get the keepers, young keepers, don't need your first team keeper, in the goal, get a couple of young lads to cross the balls, lads to lay it off, shoot, practice. That's what golfers do. I done it. I was ridiculed with Bruce Rear. I was scoring goals, but he was still having a go at me. And I used to get a bag of balls and stay behind every day. The official training was over for 12:30 or 12, and I'd be there till like 2 o'clock, bag of balls, shoot, hitting pigeons, flying into gardens. We didn't have posh training facilities back then, you know. But that's the only way you improve. And if you want to get out the hole you're in, that's the only way to do it. You don't think you're just going to keep training officially with the team and go through what the coach is telling you and then turn out and start banging in goals. Delighted for Hackney. And I loved his celebration when he was jumping on the hoarding, balancing there. I was thinking, wow. I felt like I wanted to jump on with him and give him a cuddle. Brilliant. Great result, especially away from home. We need to continue shooting every opportunity we have from outside the box. This is for Tony Peacock Jr. 2-2 games. As I say, Hackney, if he scores the next game, by God, that would be some feat. Ledbetter could shoot like a rocket in the right foot. Good coach too. Yeah, he's not a natural goal scorer, Ledbetter, but he did score a few great goals. I wouldn't say Ledbetter showing him how to score goals. Ledbetter, many goals to get in his career? I don't know, guessing 30. He was more a holding defensive midfielder who can break forward, score for free kicks, score the odd raker. But, yeah, I still think a guy that's banging down goals for a living is better to... But saying that, hey, Ledbetter played similar position. Well, he did midfield. Different team with Jones not in there. I wouldn't say that the turnaround caused Jones in. And Dokes just came in, breath of fresh air. He's instantly hit the ground running. And he's for Liverpool, don't forget. So if we felt, and he's Scottish, so he's got a wee bit of arrogance. Love the lad on loan from Ipswich, quality centre half, and Fo is something else. Wendy Durant says, the way we're playing, I think, will be our season to get promoted. What do you think, Bernie? Oh, Wendy, we're not going that route. Dear God. Wendy, listen, we're 8 games in the league. We're out the League Cup. We're 8 games in. We've had a better start, a much better start than the first 7-8 games last season. But I would just say keep your powder dry. We're Middlesbrough. The night, some people would have thought, we beat Stoke, yeah, but they weren't very good, and we've huffed and puffed in previous games against newly promoted teams. I would just, let's get the team settled, keep playing the same team. If Carrick continues to do that, and with the wide men we've got, I'm confident we can, well, I actually said it yesterday in my podcast, I think we can definitely improve and be up there, top 6. I say it's top 6 before the ball was kicked. I wonder if Dick Steele's gutted back in the bench, but Van den Berg defended well on his return. Yeah, I feel sorry for Dick Steele. Dick Steele's young, vibrant, quicker than Ayling. Ayling's like an old wily fox. He's been around the block. And by the way, a guy mentioned it to me, a guy, Andy Gunn, I was talking to one of the lads I know today, and he made a great point. You've got Ayling, who played for Leeds for right few years. Leeds don't mess about at the back, didn't mess about at the back. With Ayling all the years, they'd have been taught, get it, hoof it, get in there, kick battle. Now he's at a team now where you have to take chances and risks and mess about. He must have found it hard to adapt when he first came in. But Ayling, yeah, and Ayling put out a great ball tonight for Latte Laugh first half, and the defender made a hash. He was up too early, timing was off. Latte Laugh header flew by the post on it. The keeper save it. Anyway, it was a great ball for Ayling. Ayling does deliver good balls, but Dick Steele's quicker, fitter, younger. And there's more chance of Dick Steele in the future. Talking about defenders, what about Jed Spence? He came on at Old Trafford the other day. Remember Jed Spence? Went to Forest, won a trophy, caught with a cigar, scarf, had a go, wanted to go back at him. Conte, Tottenham says that he didn't want him. Director of football brought him in to Conte to get rid of him. And then he was bobbing around, and now he's at Tottenham, and Postecoglou's took a shining to him, and he's on the bench. Great to see a squad back from injury, fighting for places. Example, Jones worked harder when he came on. Looking misses for Steve Pozza. Looking forwards to Foz coming back. That's what it's about. Competition. Competition's healthy. Mourning's healthy. Debate's healthy. But you have to be up for the competition. You have to be up for the fight. I've been there myself. I did the podcast with Andy Payton. Andy came, a lot of people were saying Andy Payton's here to replace you. He possibly was. But I remember going to Lenny and saying, I know your favourite number 1 player, or you didn't sign me, but judges what we do on the field, not by the amount it costs, because Andy cost I think it was nearly $1 million, that cost 25 grand. I told other managers that when they brought players in. Peter Davenport told Bruce that. So you need to be up for the fight. As long as you get a fair crack of the whip for the coach, coaches now, managers in my day, as long as you get a fair crack, then you can't argue. If you do the business, then you should be in. Once your forwards start banging them in, we will be a great force in this league. There's plenty more to come. Is that Joe F, is it? Joe F. It was Borussia Dortmund. Sorry, yeah. Do you know, my German's never been good, but neither's my teams, yeah. Borussia Dortmund, that's what I kept meaning to say. Borussia Dortmund. Well, it could have been Bayern, yeah. Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, so Borussia Dortmund, for those that know my boyhood here as a Celtic, absolutely humiliated Celtic. But Celtic's a team that play in Scotland. Celtics won the European Cup in 67, but those days are long gone. And Celtic Rangers in Scotland to win the European Cup these days, I don't think they'll get an earthly. I know they drop into the other one, or they did, but I just don't think they've not got the money, they've not got the finance, they've not got the players, and getting beat with the second best team in Europe, wow, there's no disgrace in that, is there? Kev Manfield said, Bernard, do you think Latilav was isolated? I thought he was left to try and create by himself, but it's just my opinion. Up the borough, hope Jagger is feeling better, matey. Possibly, but sometimes Latilav does isolate himself because he goes and he ventures wherever he wants. And if obviously nobody follows him or supports him, then he's isolated. Excuse me. Sometimes his pace takes him away from the midfield. So possibility. So I hope Jagger is feeling better, matey. I hope so. Bernie, where you get that jumper from? Doggy Market. What's up with this, like Michelangelo? Oh, my old mate Dave Roberts says it's 1-0 to the Borough. He got it right. He did say it last night. Hope he put a bet on it. Yeah, where'd you get a jumper? Do you know where I got it from? Hey, charity shop. Keeps me nice and warm. Don't need the heating on in this cold night. Yeah, Doggy Market, they don't sell jumpers. Let's see for the posh shop, charity shop. Man City get 4. But was it Celtic at home? Yeah, but Man City, come on. One of the richest teams in the world. Leslie can't score 5 against the team that Celtic scored 5. So that puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Hi, Bernie. With a fully fit squad, I don't think there is a place for Blazer, Philip Jackson. I think Blazer will find it hard as well to get in the team. They're all going to get a game. There's going to be injuries, loss of form, suspensions. But in the starting 11, that team tonight, and it was the same team on Saturday, bar Alien was playing centre-back Saturday. He went back to right-back and Dick Steele was on the bench. But that team tonight, if that stays fit, back in Saturday, get another great result, hopefully. Then we, international break, come out of that, no injuries at training. We start again with the same team. I'm not buying this, they're going to be tired and fatigued. Dear God, we're not even a dozen games into the season in the league. Kev Manfield says, hiya Kev. When you were smashing balls at the goal after training, I was with a couple of your buddies having a game of pool and some soft drinks in the Viking. You know what I mean? When you were smashing balls at the goal after training, I was with a couple of your buddies. I wouldn't doubt you, Kev. Probably you're right in what you're saying. I can't remember, but you're probably right. I just remember shooting and staying with a bag of balls, and some of them hit the net and some of them hit neighbours and some of them hit dogs and stray cats, and I hope I didn't put anybody's window in. No, I couldn't have. They'd been all demanding the money. Where are you with Latilav, Bernie? Let's see if you've forgotten. I feel many more of these performances and Conway must start ahead of him. Shocking the amount of times he was offside tonight. Yeah, somebody else has mentioned the offside. I just think, in his defence, not about the offside, he should not be caught offside because of his pace. He's arguably the quickest in the team. He should not be caught offside. He could stand behind the defenders 2-3 yards and a ball gets put through, he could still beat them for pace, so he shouldn't get caught offside. But I just think he, as a forward-thinking guy and a former striker for Middlesbrough, if I've went 8 league games and I've scored 1 for the penalty spot, I'm disappointed. My confidence isn't sky high. And I think that's where he is at the minute. There was a chance of him moving, make more money, being more ambitious. Never happened. His partner, Conway's come in and get injured, and he's trying to form a partnership with him. He's got 2 guys in now who are good wingers or good, give us width and balance. But they're new to him because we've had everybody on. We've had Jones one side, we've chopped and changed the left side and the central midfield. So I think he's still trying to just, like everybody now, starting to settle down. I think once we get 12, 14 games, keep the same team, get results like tonight, confidence with sky high, and I'm sure Latilav will start scoring goals. Everything seems to be going down the right understandable because Doak is different class. But I think Borges could offer more going forward. He has a great cross in him. Yeah, Joe, possibly. Borges, as I say, he played a few games? No more than a few games, handful of games, not even that. I think we'll start to see the best of Borges. He's still a wee bit cautious and a wee bit hesitant. 10 minutes. Yeah, but I'm happy the lad's just bedding in. Give the lad, as I say, like the team, 12, 14 games. I think the lad will get better. And now he's got McGree in front. He's got an international player in front of him who's a very good player. And he looks, well, I think McGree's a sensible lad. And I'm sure McGree will be able to tell Borges and get him through games and coax him. So I don't see a problem there. Jones was fantastic when he came on, put in good blocks and tackles. Jake Temp. He did. Jones was good on Saturday as well, Jake. He came off the bench Saturday because he's had the rock up his arse as well, and he thinks, hold on a minute, I might not get back in here. I better start doing it. Because he wasn't doing it. If Jones is honest and true to himself, you know as a footballer, if a manager turned to me and says you're not playing well, I would know if he was telling the truth. And if he wasn't telling the truth, I would say I'm playing well. Because a player knows. You don't need anybody to tell you when you're in a duff time or an off time. Or if somebody tells you in your then you can't put up an argument. But Jones will know that he's been off form and Doak's come in and brightened everything up. And Jones knows now every time he gets on, he needs to make an impression. And Jones, in a perverse way, I don't think any footballer wishes a teammate getting injured. But for me, that's the only way, being honest, that Jones will get back in that team on that right side. I don't see him getting in there as long as Doak's fit and doing the business. I don't see Jones getting in. But he'll still play important cameo appearances. Hackney, a Premier player all day long. Championship is too easy for him. Was a stroll for him tonight against Leeds top team. Well, Jake, I disagree with that totally. First season, Hayden was very good. Some people were putting him on a pedestal and I never seen it. Then last season, hot and cold. Then he got injured missed the last 3 months of the season, more. This season, I thought he started slow, sluggish. Want more, expect more, because I know he's got it in him. But the last couple of games have proved that if he wants to play in the Premier League, Hayden, he needs to score goals like that. Well, not goals like that, but goals. He has to chip in more going that way. And he has to create more. And I've said this for the last year and a half. I'm a Hackney fan. I'm a Jones fan as well. When Jones is on it, he's very good, but Jones is frustrating. If I was up that middle of that park, I say every week on here, I'd strangle him. If he doesn't get the ball in, if I'm making a run and I'm checking and getting near post and he hits the first man, oh, come on. And then he does it again and again. I have to tell him. That's the one thing I still think we're a nice side, quiet side. I don't see anybody pointing at, well, Ailing might now and again. Yeah, but I always say that's healthy. David Longstar says, in your hat, Bernie, where do you think we will finish this season? Good one tonight. Tough last 10 minutes, mine, up the effing borough. David, top 6. I says that at the start of the season. Last season I says we will not be top 6. I never believed it once, despite the hype. This season, I think we are good enough to finish top 6. We've got a 28-man squad. We've got some good players. We have to get it right up front, because at the minute, it's guys like Hackney that's pulling us out, the mire. You know, Azaz has got none. Latty Laugh's got 1. Conway's got 2. We're 8 games in. We're hoping that the chances we keep creating will keep coming and we'll keep producing, and eventually the strikers will start, well, being fire. But as yet, it's not happened. But I still believe if you keep creating chances, you kind of keep missing them. You're going to start scoring them, and then the confidence gets greater. Scoring goals is the biggest tonic for a striker. What has happened to Fry, Bernie? How long has he been out for? Might as well sell him. I thought he was the best centre back for Chris 87. Chris, don't know his injury. I know he's been missing for a long, long time, like a lot of them. Don't get it. I really don't get all this injury stuff. It's amazing. I see it all the time. We've got sports scientists, dietitians, the best technology ever in sport. And we're falling like flies. And I keep saying it. I've never seen one player limp. Well, the majority of players don't limp off after match day, and they definitely don't get stretchered off, and yet we don't see them for 3, 4 and 5 months. What's going on? People talk about Latty Laugh not being interested at talking garbage. I would agree with that, Jonathan. I agree with you. He's in the right place. He's getting unlucky. His luck changed. He'll get a hatful. Same way as Azaz. Hopefully Azaz. I want Azaz is an honest player, 110%, but I don't like the checking stuff. I'd rather see him hitting the ball early doors rather than the shot getting blocked. But Latty Laugh, I've no concerns over Latty Laugh. I'm sure once he gets a goal, an open play, then I think he'll be on his way to scoring many. Nathan Morton says, I really, really hope this is us starting to turn and come on strong, because I'm quite excited with the talent we have in the team. As I say, Nathan, obviously keep your powder dry. I don't get too high or too low. I didn't as a player. If I scored a hat-trick, I wouldn't be on cloud 9, because I know next week I might miss 3 sitters, and the next game I might not score for another 2 or 3 games. So always keep a level. I think it's been a turbulent season so far. Stoke was a great result, although they were garbage. Tonight was a great performance. Defensively, up front, yeah, we could have scored more goals, but we scored a wonder goal thanks to Aidan Hackney. So, yeah, go to Watford, get 3 points, or even a draw worst. Then we get into the international break and enjoy it and reflect and think, hey, we're back on track now. Chris Holman says, love Jones' attitude since losing his place. Chris, yeah, but dead right. Jones, again, could come on, shoulders drooped, just tossing it off, putting in half a shift, thinking I'm out the team. But he's not. He's came on, and the night he was like, as if he'd been fed raw meat. He was in there biting and scratching and fouling. And Bernie, do you think now Foz is back to the French, do you think he may play more central, as Dot has essentially took his place? Apparently the best finisher at the club, so surely give him a go. But Joe, this Foz is the best finisher at the club. Where did this nonsense surface from? Who came out and says, Foz, I've not seen it, I've seen him playing, majority on the right, he scored a couple of good goals. He must be doing it at training. But I knew loads of guys that I played with that done it at training couldn't do it on a Saturday. I don't think for a minute he's the best finisher at the club. I've seen no evidence of that in the real thing, i.e. the championship games. Training is one thing, but you need to do it in a I've not seen any proof. And whose place is he going to take? Is he going to take Conway's? I don't think so. Is he going to take Latty Laughs? I don't think so. Is he going to take Dolt's? Don't think so. Can he do a shift on the left? Possibly. So I think you get more chance of getting on the flank. If McGree tucked in one, I don't know. But he's been at a long time and he has to get up to match fitness. It's called a kick up the backside. That's why Jones will improve. He's contracted, not on loan. That's true. Kev Manfield. Always room for improvement. Yeah, but do you know what, Kev? Sometimes, well, I'm not talking about Jones, but I'm talking about modern players. Sometimes modern players can take the huff and just go, I've got a 3-year contract. I think he signed a new contract last year, didn't he, Jones? He could sit and think, well, I'm still getting paid. If I don't do it, I don't do it. If I'm not in, I'm not in. I'm no fussed. They'll have to keep paying me and maybe send me on my way and get another boatload of money. As I say, I was talking to the data guy, and I've said it on here before, but football is the only occupation that pays to be a failure. So if I toss it off and I've got a 3-year contract, I'm not on the team, just keep getting my money, banking it, counting it, and then I get a move when the club wants me to move on because I'm not on the team and I'm not producing. They have to give me a boatload of money to get rid of me because I've got a 3-year contract, and then some other mugs sign you, give you another boatload of money, and then you're on that merry-go-round. And it's the only occupation it pays to be a failure. Think about it. Footballers. Look at the players we've had. Look at the millions we've spent. Alves, 12 million quid. Nightmare. Rudy Gestede, 6 million quid. Bamford, second time around, 6 million. Unbelievable money squandered, wasted. No wonder we're taking the route of getting a younger player in and trying to sell them on to make money. Polish them up. We get them in as zirconiums and sell them as diamonds. And the proof's in the pudding. Rodgers, 6 months we quadrupled with money. That's some business as a football club. As continues to unimpress me. Am I missing something, Benjamin saying? Chris, I think he's an honest lad. I think he's fairly direct. His movement's good. But as I say, he's got a nasty habit of check. You go, check, check. And by the time he checks a third time, the ball's either gone or he's lost sight of the goal. A lot of the time he shoots, it's blocked. Not just him, there's a few players does that. But the idea is when the ball's on its way, you're having a look, you're scanning where the goal is, turn, get a shot off. You don't turn, check, check, have a shot, gets blocked. When it gets blocked, for me, that tells me that they've not took the first opportunity. Good strikers see the goal, get a shot off. They don't mess about. I love Latty Laugh. His work rate and strength is incredible. Chris, but Latty Laugh's a tough wee bloke. I mean, he didn't look that big, but he's tough. And he gives it his best shot every game. He busts a gut every game. Then your best starting 11 out of the squad we have now. Nathan will mention it right now. The squad tonight, that's the best we've got. Because that's the players that's played tonight. And that includes us as, because he wasn't bad tonight, but he has to do better to be out the team. But that team, for me, let them continue. If they beat Watford, couple of weeks break, come back again, same team. No need to change it. And the best 11, you're asking me, I bet you don't know the best 11. And thinking about it, I won't know. And Carrick doesn't know his best 11 yet. He's got 28 players. Hackney man of the match tonight, but I'm also impressed with Edmondson. He looked solid and steady up the Boris Stephen Parkin. He does, I'm sure everybody would agree with that. Michael Lewin says, Bernie, what a performance we played. Absolutely class. Michael Lewin says, you have to admit that the scouts are and recruitment have been brilliant and last couple of seasons. Joe, I think the recruitment, I never look and think it's an easy job. I think it'll be a very difficult job. Some it has, but this year we still don't know how good the recruitment is. We're 8 games in, for God's sake. When we're 28 games in, and if we're flying and up there, the recruitment's done brilliant, but we don't know. Some of the boys were brought in, some of them look okay. Yeah, Dope's on loan, he's not a player. But he's still recruited, of course. But yeah, I think we've got this nasty habit, we get players in. It's been a good summer because nobody left. If Latty Laugh would have left, I'd have questioned what intent of getting promotion. But we kept Latty Laugh for whatever reason. We'll never know the real reason. And we've got a right few bodies in. So a 28-man squad should get us through the winter. No excuses about, oh, we've got too many injuries. Every team gets injuries. But no, everybody's got a 28-man squad. Graham Bandiera, the old bandito. Hello, my little artist friend. Fancies us tonight, Wolfman. Wide open game. No coach was going to change their approach. And it suited us to perfection. It did, Bandy. Obviously, they came at us. We went at them. And we proved we had a better team than them. And the championship is like that. I think come second half of the season, there'll be about 12, 14 teams clamouring for top 6. We'll definitely be one of them. Apparently the game is 300 times quicker than it was in your day. My grandma's quick as you. Better in the air. And so on. Okay, I'm reading it. I know you put a smile on your face, but I'm reading it. And stronger in her tackle. Oh, in the tackle. Sorry. I thought he says a tackle. I was going to say, that's not your granny. That's your uncle. Though she definitely didn't have your left foot. No, listen, I've said it on that podcast I did, Graham Bandiera's podcast, and the lads' podcast, the Borough fans. People have you believe the game's quicker is better. It's not quicker and better. Some of the lads might be fitter, they're more educated because of the foreign influx, because the foreign influx has educated the British bulldog mentality, go and get pissed and smoke, and they've come in and showed us how you do it and how you act off the field. I think the professionalism's greater. But you're not going to tell me they're quicker. Some of your players are they quick. Some of the opposition players are like cart horses. I looked at Stoke back phone Saturday. I think I could have stayed up with them. No, that's a joke. No, but they went quick. So I don't buy into that. Better there, yeah, your granny was better there than me. I would agree with that. Stronger in the tackle. As I say, I don't know if you're getting mixed up with your uncle, but yeah, you're right. Right, I'm 3 minutes over. I'll read these. That's it. Thanks for joining me. I'll be back in Saturday after the Watford game, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Quick as I seen you move, Billy Joseph Slavin, is to the donut stand in the fair. John says, dope, another fine game tonight on the right. Well done. Marco says, well done, Aidan Hackney. What a goal, son. Jamie says, Borough defended well tonight. They did. As a unit, but Borges, Ailing, Edmondson, Rob, Van der Berg were all great. Kieran Scott says they wouldn't let Latty leave in the last day of the transfer window because they didn't have any time to replace him. Colin, that's what Kieran Scott said. I don't need to believe it. I don't believe anybody. So, if we would have got 20 odd million, whatever it was, we wouldn't have cashed in. Get away, don't be so daft. Don't be so daft. It's broke down for whatever reason. No doubt it's been down to finance. But I said on here, if you watch me weekly, I said that we go to the last day and we would let somebody go. And it almost happened. It almost happened. With all that time in the window to get a player out and somebody in, and it went to the last day. Because I had predicted it would be a Rodgers scenario. We go to the last day, he would move on, window closes, money banked, that's the end of it. Thanks, Ben, Joseph and Chris. Cheers. Louis says, thoroughly deserved the victory tonight. Jojo says, bring on Watford. Matty says, Matty Laugh, still firing blanks. No, he'll be all right. Matty Laugh will come good. Don't worry about him. Thanks very much for joining us. Up the Borough. Well done, Michael Carrick. Well done, the players. Hayden Hackney. I've given you a bit of stick this season, son, but that's part of my job. But I'm giving you the plaudits. Wow. 2 goals. Wow. Loved your celebration. Loved his celebration. As I say, I was in the living room. I wanted to jump on the couch, kidding on him next to him. Brilliant. Love it. Why would they turn down 20 million? Colin. They can tell you what they want. Nobody knows. We'll never know. Don't believe anything. It's like reading the newspapers. I don't buy newspapers, but you even have to check the date. Right. Up the Borough. Cheers. Cheers, Bernard. Take care. Cheers. Thank you.